Hi, is this Java?
This is Java.
Java, my buddy. My portrait model.
Peter Max, how are you, my friend?
Okay, my buddy. You've been so nice always. How are you, my friend?
I am wonderful. And how about yourself?
I'm good. I've been working hard, but not in a bad way, in a good way. Just loving what I do. Coming in here to my studio a good, 9, 10 hours a day at least, if not 11 sometimes. Drawing, painting, collaging, signing posters is just a big thrill to be here. I have a wonderful large staff. And I'm going to start launching my posters soon. You know how many posters I created in my last 25 years?
No.
Different titles. This is different titles.
Okay.
Almost 1,000 titles.
Wow.
Yeah, just a smidge below, maybe 994. So let's say it's 1,000 titles.
Yeah.
Of posters, and I signed almost. I signed almost 2,000 of each. So I have about, like a huge amount of posters.
Unreal.
And I'm going to release them to the public. Even though I have 1,000 titles, 15 to 30 posters like every few months.
Yeah.
And I'm getting emails like crazy at petermax.com.
Yeah.
And they're like a modest price because it's a poster. It's not like a graphic print
Right.
or a painting. So I finally decided to share it with my fans.
And the posters are beautiful. And I did see that you revamped the website, changed it up a little bit.
You like it better a little bit?
I like it. I like it both ways. But yeah, it seems a little easier to navigate now.
The navigation,
Yeah.
I think it needs a nicer front page, right?
Well, I don't know. Maybe, I'll look at it again and give you my professional opinion.
Okay.
But you know what? It's fine, and and I did notice some new stuff on there that was very nice as always.
Well, people have always told me they love going to petermax.com and when is the new site coming? I said soon. Well, finally it's here. And yeah, you're right. The navigation is amazing, and you can see all my posters and all these amazing things.
Well, the big thrill I have about it is when I tell people about it. And people that haven't been aware that you're still out there, you're still in the public eye, you're still creating amazing stuff, and then they go there and they reflect back to the old style, the old days, and they go, and then they see all the new stuff and go, oh, I didn't know that was Peter that did that, and I didn't know that Peter did that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So they get refreshed with one of their heroes. You're certainly my hero.
Oh, and you're mine, But I'm so lucky, I've done in the last, 35 weeks, maybe 40, 45 art shows.
Really?
Can you imagine? Yeah.
Wow.
Every Friday or Saturday I travel to some city. There's 3 of us, me and 2 assistants. And we go and we meet thousands, hundreds, and sometimes thousands of people. They come to the show.
Yeah.
And they're all Peter Max fans.
Yeah.
Some of them I recognize, don't know their names anymore. Some of
Sure.
them look familiar, and some of them are all new friends. It's just fantastic.
And they bring the little ones out, and you got a whole you get a whole
The
new
little
crop.
ones, teenagers that have my books that want
Yeah.
to be signed. It's just being passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Excellent. I have a couple notes here that I wanted to ask you about. It says I saw on your website that Peter Max is now the official artist for the 100th anniversary of the National Cherry Blossom Festival Centennial Celebration in Washington, D.C. The artwork on that is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it was unbelievable. Everybody got it. The President of the United States, all the living ex-presidents got it, every congressman, every senator. It was unbelievable. And I had a show there that weekend, and we had maybe 3,000 people at the gallery. I mean, probably 500 of them had to stand outside. It was so filled up.
Wow.
Yeah, and it lasted for hours, thousands and thousands of people. It was fantastic.
Too cool.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I saw was that Peter Max, that Ringo Starr had donated the Peter Max painted piano to the Music Cares that was honoring Paul McCartney.
Yes. And they got quite a chunk on an auction. They got quite a lot of money for it. And so I look forward to painting another piano for Ringo because he's a good buddy.
There you go. He's a sweetheart.
You know?
They said the Music Cares is an operation, if I'm not mistaken, that they help musicians that are in need.
Yes. Yes.
Which is a good cause because a lot of musicians, especially up-and-coming musicians, they don't have insurance coming in and stuff like that. And if they get injured or their gear gets stolen, or if they have addiction problems, Music Cares helps. which is beautiful.
It's an enormously beautiful organization. You know, every art organization needs to have that, because artists, creative people like you and me, poets, writers, painters, you know, they all need help, because we all put all our efforts into creativity.
Right.
You know, so it's a wonderful thing what Music Cares does.
Well, I was told that that piano auctioned for the highest number of dollars that any item at a Music Cares auction has auctioned for yet.
Yeah, it went for, I don't know, almost $250,000, something like that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then, as I'm going through the website, I noticed something that that looks completely unique. Although you've once painted an airplane, it says here that now the Norwegian Cruise Line has announced.
Can you believe that?
That's awesome. That it's announced that America's most popular living artist, that's you, Peter Max, has commissioned to paint the signature hull artwork for the line's newest ship, the Norwegian Breakaway.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest ships in the world. It's $1 billion ship, and
Wow.
I sent him in fact, I'm looking at the picture right now. I sent them a drawing about 2 feet wide, and they loved it.
Yeah.
Then I blew it up to about 6 feet, and then I sent them a 10-foot enlargement, all in detail, so they could blow it up on a ship that's, God knows, I don't know,
Oh yeah.
an eighth of a mile long. I don't know how huge, you know.
Yeah.
It's got 17 stories.
So it won't be like the plane with you and your crew painting it. They will blow it up and adhere it to the boat.
No, yeah, they're going to copy it, enlarge it enormously.
Yeah.
And then when it's finished, they're going to varnish it, make sure it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
That'll be something to see, that one.
yeah. It's unbelievable. Having painted a $196 million plane, having
Right.
done the Woodstock stage,
Oh yeah.
and now $1 billion ship. My God! And I did a little small 1.5-inch 10-cent postage stamp.
That's
For
right.
the U.S. government. So
And-
that small to that big. And you know how many stamps they sold? Close to 10 million. It was the best-selling stamp in U.S. Postage Office history.
That was 1974, was it not? 72 maybe?
Maybe a little bit later. I
Maybe?
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like in the mid-'80s.
I have a few of them.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. It was the first time they had a 10-cent postage stamp.
Oh yes, I remember now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you've run the gamut.
Yeah, it's like really great. I'm very grateful to the universe, you know, to have this, to be able to do this, to have a career that I never dreamt of and never imagined it would go where it's going. But you know, here I am with a staff of almost 50 people, and I'm doing projects for everything, for the jazz festivals, for the music festivals in New Orleans, for every president, you know, portraits of amazing people like yourself.
Thank you.
Barbara Walters, Bill Clinton. I mean, you know, just painted the current president, Obama.
Yes.
I did 44 Obamas. You know why? Because he's the 44th president.
Right on.
Yeah, I did a portrait of Picasso. I sent a copy each to his children. They sent me the most beautiful letters back. It was just so fantastic.
He was amazing.
Yeah, amazing man. I always admired Picasso so much.
You know, you and I, gosh, we've talked now 7 or 8 times, if I'm not mistaken, for interviews.
At least, yeah.
And every time I do mention the wonderful Art of Peter Max book, which is out on Abrams.
Yes, Abrams.
And last time we talked, and now I got to tell people that this is the most beautiful, large, full color book that you could imagine, with everything of Peter's up till what was that, 2002?
Yeah, about 6-7 years ago, it came
Yeah.
out an Abrams book. People can see it or find it on petermax.com.
Right.
Or they can go, and I guess, on any internet, or go to Abrams, which is the publisher.
Sure.
And they're now reprinting it again in China, in Chinese.
Oh.
And they're also printing it in English once more, another 140,000 books.
Wow. Yeah. Now, did you tell me that? So the second printing, is that going to be updated a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
You know, but I have a brand new book coming out from HarperCollins in about 3 months that one of my writers and me have been working on for about 4 or 5 months. A beautiful book, probably 150, 170 pages. and it's got maybe like 60, 70 beautiful 2-3 page stories in it, unbelievable, with lots of images. Every page, every right hand or left hand page has a beautiful image of Peter Max, of my work.
Oh, right, Peter, of your work, and then on the correlating page has a story or two about the work.
Yeah, a story about maybe growing up in Shanghai,
sure.
or being with Buddhist monks, or being with this, or bringing a Swami to America, or being with Bill Clinton. I mean, just on and on, like 80, 90 stories.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that one. That'll be very nice.
Well, you're going to get one. You're going to be one of the first people to get one.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah. I did. I was in a little flea market type thing recently, and a guy's got a permanent used records store in there, and I went browsing through the records, and tucked up behind the records was the Peter Max poster book from 1970.
Wow.
And I can't remember the title on it. Do you remember? Is it just called Peter Max poster book, I think?
Yeah, I had poster book number 1 and number 2 that Crown Publication put out.
Right. What a beautiful, and it's in very nice shape. I believe every page is in there, and it's not marked up or anything. It was beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous posters, right?
Well, they're absolutely gorgeous. And there's one that folds out, if I'm not mistaken, and at the end. And but what really caught my eye, because sometimes I'm backwards. I open the book and I start from the back and work toward the front.
Yeah, I do that too.
So, but when I got to the front, I was looking at I looked at a piece and I thought, now that's an odd looking piece for Peter. And then I read on and I realized that you had included at the front of the book some artworks that were sent to you from children back in 1969, 79 that were fans of yours. They did their little takes on the Peter Max style.
Oh, right. I probably put that in the beginning, right?
Put 3 or 4 of those. That was very, very cool. I was very impressed with that. I like that a lot.
Thanks.
Love it, love it, love it. Speaking of books, did you happen to get a copy of mine?
Oh, I love it. I show it to all my friends who come up here all the time.
Oh, thank you.
I've got it right on my table. It's such a beautiful book, Bud the Spud.
Bud the Spud.
Bud the Spud.
Yes.
Yeah. Illustrated by Jabba John.
Trying to get kids to get off the couch and do something. And do something, get off your butt. Don't eat so much junk food and don't watch so much TV. So, trying to send a positive message this time.
Yeah. It's really nice. Beautiful.
Well, thank you. And as you go through the book sometime, take a look near the bottoms of the pages one time. I snuck in my little Peter Max portrait in there somewhere. See if you can find it.
Really?
Yeah.
In the middle of the book?
Well, I think it's toward the end on the, there's the picnic. I think it's on the picnic table or the cutting board. There's a little cell phone, and you're calling in on the cell phone.
Let me see.
I'm thinking it's around 37 or something like that, but
37.
I could be wrong.
Well, I'm just a page or two away from that. Oh, yeah, there's a cell phone has a picture of me on it. Page 39.
Page 39.
That's so funny. That's really cute.
My way to pay tribute to my well, you're the guy that started me. I mean, you were one of my first heroes. I love all the classics, but you're the one that inspired my style, I think, the most.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan of yours, too. I really am.
Well, thank you, Peter. I got into that, and I got all that other stuff, but what I did forget to mention was that you're going to be here in town very, very soon.
Yeah.
As you often do, you come to the Wentworth Galleries in South Florida. You will be at on the same day, Saturday, April 21st, from 2 to 3 p.m. You'll be at the Wentworth Gallery in Fort Lauderdale.
From 1 to 3, yeah.
Okay, from 1 to 3. And then later that afternoon, you'll be at the Wentworth Gallery in Boca Raton.
From 6 to 9.
From 6 to 9.
Yeah.
And
can I give your fans the phone number for the gallery?
Sure.
It's 954-5. And people can go to petermax.com and also check it out where I'm going to be. I'd love to meet all your fans. And
get all the details on that and when you can come meet Peter, because it's always it's fun. We've visited, I think, about 4 of your gallery shows. And it's always quite an event and very colorful.
I always love when you walk in. That gives me a big thrill.
Thank you, Peter. Well, I as always, I want to thank you so much for taking time with me, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors, my friend.
Thank you. All the best, and I hope I see you next time.
Yes, we'll try as we always do. Yes.
Okay. My love to everyone.
Thank you, Peter.
All the best, buddy.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.